Hey guys, sorry that you couldn't be here today. So I just kind of wanted to make a quick video uh, to kind of recap and go over my recommendations and things like that to really, I guess, explain things um, a little bit. Um, and by the way, sorry if I happen to look up some. I have my calculations up here, so I just want to be as as accurate as possible as I am telling you guys these things. So first, we'll kind of look at where you are right now. So together, your income yearly is $170,000 yearly. And so after all of your expenses, so this includes all of your insurance, what you're investing in your retirement program as of right now, has your car payment, your mortgage, all of those things. So your yearly income minus all of those things. Right now, you're at your what you're actually bringing home is about $76,000 a year. And so now monthly, break that down to monthly. You're looking at about $6,300 bringing home monthly, and so that is not including any sort of living expenses, and I mean that by food, um, going out money. If you guys ever um, possibly go on a trip. Say you have some friends that would like to maybe venture off and then go to eat. So that money would not include those things. So you would have to dig into that 6,300 to pay for those things. Okay, so that's where you are right now. Um, and one of the biggest expenses that I see for you guys is your credit cards. So my first recommendation would be banks make this loan. It's called a debt reconciliation loan. What that is Bill, right now your interest rate on these three cards you have, you're looking at close to 20%, which is very high. And now Terry, yours is about 9-10%, which is is about half of Bill's, but still a little on the high side. But Bill, definitely your credit cards have a very high interest rate. So what this loan does is the bank will come in and they'll pay all your credit cards off, and in total, I think your balance is you're looking at about $28,000 total. So that bank will pay all those balances off, and then instead of you guys paying the interest to the credit card companies, you'll actually pay the bank. But now the bank will set you at a low interest rate, and I've done some research, and you're looking anywhere from they're going to give you a rate as low as 5%. So you're looking at 5 to 8, 9% range. Um, and so now in my calculations, I have actually I've actually calculated them at 8%. I wanted to kind of be on the safe side, so I'm going to say that in my recommendations, this bank gave you a loan for those credit cards. You're paying them at 8% versus Terry versus your 10%, Bill versus your 20%. So much better. You were saving a ton of money that way. Secondly, I've tweaked some of your investments. For instance, right now, Bill, you're actually so you're investing 11,000, 1,200 into your into the retirement with ASU, and that's and they have a very specific program. Let me see if I can exactly what's called the Arkansas Teachers Retirement System. Um, and so I've also kind of laid out, and what that is whenever that you put money back, which I'm sure that you know, but I just kind of want to go and explain it. So you put money back, and you're putting back 11,200 per year. So now they give you two options on that. Whenever that you retire at the age of 65, you'll have option A. This is a yearly income that they will pay you of 76,000 about 400. Option B is 60,000. The difference is that option A, why that it's so more, has a better interest rate, and that's because Bill, whenever if you were to pass away before Terry, then she would not, the income would then cease from that system. So now option B, why it's a little bit lower of a yearly income, is because Bill, if you were to pass away before Terry, she would still get that income until she were to pass away. So I will leave that up to you guys, whichever option you would like to take. I just wanted to show you both of them. Right now, you're in a really good standing. You could do either. So I'll let you guys kind of decide what you'd like to do there. As far as your other investment accounts, both of you have your own investment accounts. Bill, yours is with the credit union, and it's investing in high growth stocks. Terry, yours is with ASU, and it invests, it actually mirrors the S&P 500. So now, the average interest rate for those, the high growth stocks, the average interest rate for that, you're looking at 12.6%. So now it's more risky, higher interest though. But you're looking at a span of 17 years, so that average is going to be about right. Terry, you're looking at 7%, so a little safer, but then it doesn't fluctuate as much. So you're almost guaranteed that 7%. And now I have you putting back a little more money for those things to reach your goals. So Terry, I'm having you put back an extra. Basically, I'm having you put back an extra, or not extra, a total of 6,000 per year. As well as Bill, I'm having you put back 6,000 per year. So that's Bill's at 6,000 at that 12.6% interest. Terry, you are putting 6,000 back at your 7% interest. Okay. So now I have done the calculations, and after this video, you'll have in your email. I'll send all my calculations and everything, and my big essay of telling you exactly what I did, so you can go back and look through, see how I got my numbers and everything, and see if you like it, and if you like it, then you can go forward with those things. But so now so these are all coordinated with you guys wanting to retire at 665. So now I have Bill, I have your account at that 12.6%. By 65, you're looking at saving and having in that account about a little over 600,000. Terry's, yours is just a hair under 400,000. So now together, you're looking at, whenever the year 65 on those accounts, you'll have saved up about $1 million, which is very very, very good. You can actually reach your goals with that total. So now you're able to reach that, the big part, and still have the exact same living that you guys have as far as your monthly income and everything. With that one loan with the credit cards, you were saving a ton of money. And so actually, and I also have recommended here to just kind of balance out the risk, because that 12.6% is a little high. So what I have is that together we open up a savings account, and it'll be a higher interest savings account. So we're looking at 2.2% interest. There are some out there, and I've looked at some. You're looking at 2.2% interest, and I have you depositing $1,000 in that account. So get this, the extra investing, the $1,000 a month, and right now, without any of that, currently, what you guys are doing right now, you're bringing home monthly $6,300, okay? This is with investing extra. This is with putting in the extra $1,000 a month into that savings account. All of those things with the loan paying off the credit cards, all those things, you're looking at an even better monthly income of $6,900, so $6,900 a month. Whenever you were bringing home $6,300, and you're investing more, and you're saving more, so it's all around better. Okay. So now I've kind of laid it out. with those things, whenever you get 65, it will help you basically reach all your goals. I know you guys are wanting to move to Tennessee. I've looked up the property prices. You're looking at about $100 per square foot. You're wanting 1,000 square foot, smaller cabin. So you're looking about 100,000. Okay, say it appreciates on average about 1% per year. You're looking at 117,000. So now that savings account alone, if you were to put that $100, excuse me, $1,000 a month, so that's 12,000 per year in this savings account. By the time that you guys are 65, you'll have about 245,000 in that, and that's not including your million you have in your investment accounts. So I recommend to use that 245 in your savings account, and you can also use that account if there's an emergency, if something happens, you need and you get a wreck, maybe your insurance goes up and you need to dip into that. That's fine. That is what that money's there for. But any leftover, I recommend to use that. Pay for that cabin outright, so you don't have any bills. You just pay for it outright, boom, and it's done. Because you really, at the age of 65, you really don't want to have any sort of mortgage payment, and this will help with that. And so you're traveling. You're wanting to travel 4 to 5 times per year. So I have estimated, and I've done some research on this. So we'll say per trip you want $5,000. Okay. So that means that if you go on five trips a year, $5,000, you need $25,000 per year to travel. And for 20 years, you need a total of $500,000. Well, guess what? You have that in your investment accounts. If you were to invest a little bit more, use the recommendations that I have laid out, you will have that. And so now there is going to be some taxes. So what I would recommend to stay in that kind of 22% tax bracket to whenever that you do get 65, just take out per year just as much as you need. So I would say no more than $70,000 to $80,000 a year, because that is going to count as your income. Whenever that you do take those out and you sell those and you get that income, that's going to count as your income. So now Tennessee doesn't have state income tax, which is good. So you're only looking at federal. So to remain in that 22% bracket, because you're also getting, Bill, you're also getting the Arkansas teachers system. So that's anywhere from $60,000 to $76,000 a year of income, plus the 70 to 80,000 you're taking out of the investment accounts. So you're looking at 150, 140 to $160,000 a year of income that you can use to do your travels and everything else. Okay. So now that will leave over. So basically, if you were to tax that whole investment account at that 22%, which I'm you're still looking at. Let me see. You're still looking at having about 750,000, 775,000. So now you'll use that, of course. So say that you guys travel for 20 years, and so basically you can just take off 500,000 off of that. So now you're looking at 250,000 at the lowest. And so with your endowment, I know you guys are looking at the 25,000. You'll have plenty to do whatever you want with that. If you guys are looking to get 25,000, if you're looking to do more, I think comfortably you guys could do an endowment up to 150,000 if that's what you're wanting to do. And I've thought of a way to do that easier, because I know I noticed you guys don't have a will yet. So what we'll do is we'll be in contact with ASU, and then in your will, first, I would like to. I know you guys have several assets. You have some collectibles that are worth up to $27,000. You have several things. And there's also your current residence. So now, I'm kind of leaving that up to you guys. If you would like to either sell that whenever that you move to Tennessee, or you can keep it and then just make those monthly mortgage payments until you pay it off. It's up to you. You can feasibly do either. I don't know if you have anyone in mind to give that house to. If you just kind of want to keep it in case you want to go back and visit some friends and have somewhere to stay, it's up to you. You can feasibly do either with my calculations that I have here. Um, but now the will, you guys have several assets, and that house might be one of them, as well as all of your collectibles, your miscellaneous things, stuff like that. That's worth a pretty good amount. In your will, you can appoint who gets each thing, whether you might want to give it to some friends or some family. Now, if you don't have a will, it'll kind of go down that hierarchy of giving it to family members. So if you wanted to give something, certain things to your friends, you need to have a will stating that. And then we'll also put it in your will stating that you would like to give X amount of dollars, excuse me, to the endowment, to ASU. So that's kind of my recommendations. I think that's where we're at. We're in a really good place, and I think that investing a little bit more a month, and then the big thing is those credit cards. That's actually saving you a ton of money and really making this feasible. Doing that first off, that has to be number one. And then second, investing a little bit more a month. And like I said, I'll send you all my calculations. My essay has sort of basically lists of how you can go about doing these things. So there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me anytime. I'm always available. So just let me know, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.